a couple of years down the road, you you start managing a band.
Oh,
So what you've been up to?
what kind of band?
So basically, what's been happening is you you moved into this new apartment complex, um, and it's a nice enough place. It's called Green Towers Apartments, and well, just apartments, I guess. So, uh, you're li-
Okay.
you're living there, and
Green
so they
towers and apartments.
yeah, they were gonna have the reason that I had to hesitate is that they were gonna have like shops on the first floor,
Yeah.
but the owner of the building had a dream, and in the dream, Satan said that like if he put in any retail shops there, he would skin his entire family alive.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it wasn't Satan. It turns out this was like, um, you know, a local strip mall who were kind of annoyed about the whole situation, so they like implanted this in the guy. So so
What do you mean
luckily,
by implanted this? You put your hand to your head as if to
so
say they like
a couple of, so this like I said
is
is a few years down the road, and dreams as like entertainment have taken off, so you're actually able to like create stuff that you can watch when you fall asleep. So there are people who there are people who they make dreams of themselves flying, or themselves um, visiting a pet from their childhood, you know, or visiting
yeah.
a pet from childhood while flying, stuff like that. But with the good always comes the insidious, and there's some people out there who, for the right amount of money, they will craft nightmares for you, no questions asked. So
Okay.
basically, you just tell them what you want to see, and they'll do it. And even it doesn't matter how specific these dreams get, like or these nightmares get. So if it's like if you talk to one of these guys, you'll be like, okay, cool. So I'd like a nightmare, definitely. And what I would like the nightmare to be is my neighbor Jerry uh, bursting into flames every time he looks at my wife. And they're like, sure, of course. Or if they're like,
Jerry.
yeah, or if it's like, or if they come in and they go, all right, so I'd like to get a nightmare made, please. What I want it to be is it's my face, and I'm saying, Jerry, stay away from my wife, or I'll fucking kill you. I'll kill you. I'll shoot you, and then I'll cut up your body, and I'll get rid of it. I know how to do so. And they're like, yeah, sure.
Sounds tense.
Yeah, it's basically, look, the people who make it are they're like those weird libertarian like free speech guys who are like, look, it
Okay.
doesn't matter, none of this is real technically, so they're just not gonna
Yeah.
they're never gonna give you up. They're never going to let you down.
Okay.
That's the motto of this one place. It's called Dreams and Things.
And their
DREAMZ.
motto is never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down.
Yeah. And if you go into their like their brick and mortar store, that song is playing. Every time you open the door, it just starts playing. It doesn't matter if it's already playing, you know what I mean? Like so if you walk in, they just start playing it. And then if someone comes in
It just
right after you,
restarts.
yeah, it restarts. So most people just call. So you're living at the Green Towers, and you started working on, like, basically what you've been doing is you've been managing this band, and you've been working on a screenplay. It's you are writing like a sci-fi techno thriller and it's called Access Granted.
Oh,
And it's about like a hacker trying to hack into the world's biggest pizza company while trying to navigate modern dating. And so you've been working on Access Granted for a while, and the reason that
how's it
you
coming?
you know, I mean, you feel like you've once you crack that second act, you always tell people the second act is
Yeah,
always the hardest to crack.
yeah.
So
It's
you're
the
trying to,
desert.
yep, you're trying to crack that act two. Like when you sit down at your typewriter to work on Access Granted, you will
I'm not
actually,
using a computer. I'm using a typewriter.
yeah, you just feel like
Why am I not
you
using
just
a computer?
because using a typewriter, you just feel more authentic. You know, you just feel like Hemingway kind of. You feel like a Hemingway who doesn't drink.
I want to be able to backspace. I want to be able to edit.
Well, you
I don't
know,
want to be stuck. Be fucking stuck to like a physical.
that's what draft two's for. And you make yourself
Okay, so this
you
is
make yourself a
me.
t-shirt that
Okay,
says that's what drafts two for.
why would I
And
make
whenever
that shirt?
because you put it on whenever you start doubting yourself, whenever you're like, I don't know what I'm doing, like this sucks, I don't know about Access Granted, like you'll look like you'll actually go into your closet, you'll go, Aaron, stop, and you'll go to your closet and you'll slip on that 100% cotton t-shirt that says that's what draft 2 is for, and you feel better.
What draft two is for?
The 100% cotton kind of like brushes up against your hard nipples as you sit back down
Oh, why? Why are they hard?
because you're wearing 100% cotton. And that's just, you found that that just gets
It's
you
like a
going.
normal fucking shirt. It's like a regular shirt, Pat. There's a lot of 100% cotton shirts out
Yeah,
there.
but this is like a new type of cotton. It's a very sensuous type of cotton that's since come out. Durex cotton
I don't
for the lover in you.
Durex cotton.
Yeah. So you put on that Durex cotton t-shirt, sit back down, you get back to work on Access Granted. You got to crack that second act. But one day you're working on your screenplay and you kind of like you don't like listen to music or anything when you're writing. You just kind of like sit down and like lock it. You know what I mean? Um,
Okay.
and from next door, you like heard something kind of faint, and you're like, "What?" And so you start listening, and from next door, you hear like, and you're like, "What the hell?"
Doug
And so,
theme?
so
The,
you're like,
the theme from the cartoon Doug.
and
Na,
you're like,
na,
"What the?"
na, 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 na. Yeah.
And you're like, "What the hell is that?" And you kind of like put your ear up against the wall.
Yeah.
You're like, and you're like, holy shit. And it's sounds kind of cool. And so you at some point you just kind of walk over, you knock on the door, and this guy answers. And I guess he probably thought that you were gonna like yell at him or tell him to like turn it down. So because he looks kind of like sheepish, and he's like, "Hey, how are you?" And you're like, "Hey, man, is that you singing?" He's like, "Yeah, yeah, we're having band practice. Sorry, is it too loud?" And you whip off your glasses and you go almost nose to nose with him, and you say, "Brother, it ain't loud enough."
Come on.
He invites you in, and you sit and you listen to the band play for a while. Uh, the lead singer, he's got it's only like a three piece basically. It's this guy playing the banjo. He It's the guy who answered the door. He's wearing like brown shorts, and he's got like a white t-shirt on underneath a green vest, and he is
Yeah, does he?
and the drummer is this guy, and I don't know what's up with this. Yeah, you kind of think to yourself like maybe there's some kind of thing happening with them. You're not really certain, but the drummer, you could swear that his face is almost like blue.
Yeah.
And the guitar player who played that fucking rockin' lead line, the one that actually convinced you to stick your nose in these guys' business. He's this dude. Maybe he got sick or something recently because his face is like kind of green, got like
Yeah.
red hair. He's like he's like, hey, what are you looking at? And you're like, what the hell? But then you're like, yeah, sorry, I apologize. Keep playing. And so they play their next song. They're like, banging on a trash can, drumming on a street light, strumming on my banjo. What little voice is calling me, calling me? What little voice is calling me? Yeah. They play a cover song. They play Ride the Lightning. Fucking rules. So like they're kind of versatile, you know what I mean? Um,
Like Killer Tofu.
yep, exactly. They play they play another song for you. They're like, yeah, this is another original that we wrote. They play a song. They're like, here I come, oh, when I say my words all over the place. You better
Yeah.
say words right to my face. If you talk behind my back, I'll fucking kill you. And you're like, I don't know what it is, but you guys have got it.
Oh man, I
You're like,
think I am misjudging this entirely.
maybe it's because like when you drive around, you don't listen to music, but like you just for some reason, these guys just like they just capture you. You know what I mean? And you're like, guys, I'm into this.
I'm into this.
And so you're like, what do you guys call yourselves? And the guy playing the banjo with the green vest, he's like, oh, I don't know. We just call it our garage band. We don't even have a name yet. And you're like, well, from now on, I'm gonna be your manager. I am going to manage the best band in the world. From here on out, you all are known as the Frog Stompers. And they're like, that's pretty rocking, Aaron. So you're managing the Frog Stompers, and things are going not great. I got to be honest with you, Aaron,
Yeah, why would they? Why would they be? Why would they be going great? In what world would this be working out well?
because
I have a
it's
blue guy playing the drums. I got a green man playing the guitar.
Roger.
Oh, really?
Yeah, his name's Roger. And so
Yeah,
and they have like a dog that comes with them everywhere. But anyway,
yeah.
so you're you're managing this band, and
The frog
you're
stompers.
the
Big fan of the
Frog
silver
Stompers.
chair.
Huge.
Yeah,
So
they'd have to be.
yeah, so you have them playing gigs and stuff like that, mostly for free. They're still trying to get their name out there. You have them playing a Conan's Pizza pretty regularly in
And to confirm,
downtown.
it's you said it's a three piece. There's a drummer, a banjo, and a lead guitar.
Yeah.
God damn it.
So you guys play at a Conan's Pizza. You have a regular gig there. Um, It's a pizza place, that's based on, or rather, it's like a franchise thing of Conan's Pizza from Austin. It's the first one that they have out in L.A. and it's sort of in like on the outskirts of town, so it's not very busy. But you
Yeah.
insist that they play anyway, even though it's mostly for the staff, and even though the staff fucking hates it. You're like, look, guys, we have this gig, we have this opportunity. Let's make the most out of it. So they're like, all right, Aaron, here I come. Oh, when I say my word. To like just like an empty pizza place. You have them playing a couple like fun fairs, you know what I mean, for schools, uh, stuff like that.
I don't want I don't want anything to do with this. Like this I have no experience managing a band. I'm not good at outreach to people. Like I am
Yeah.
like the worst person for this. And it sounds like these guys fucking suck.
Why do you, what do you mean?
It's a three-piece with a banjo, a lead guitar, and drums.
The
And
White
they're
Stripes
covering
was
like
only
Metallica,
I mean, just they just do that for fun.
you
They do
know,
other stuff. They have their own
and
originals.
their original song is
Yeah,
Here I Come When I See Your Face or whatever it's like, and we're
here I
playing like
come.
kids. I don't The Frog Stompers suck, Pat. Oh, and by the way, it's Doug Funny, Skeeter, and Roger Klotz from the acclaimed cartoon Doug. They're cartoons, Pat.
But not these guys. These are like people.
They're real
So
flesh and blood, but one of them just happens to be blue and another one happens to be green.
I mean, look, you don't ask questions. It's not
Well,
really your business.
it is my business if I'm their manager.
What are you gonna
It's
do?
my
Be like, hey,
business.
hey, why are you green? It just never comes up organically. So
Pat, you're saying that I'm hanging out with a man whose skin is blue and another whose skin is green. Like
it reminds you of this
that.
old stand-up bit that you used to do back in the day where you'd be like, I
God
don't give a
damn it.
damn if you're green, I don't give a damn if you're blue. What I care about is your heart, brother. Like you had this like 5 minute long closing bit about
No,
America and what it means to you.
no,
This was a long time ago. This is like in the
no,
wake of like
no.
9/11. So you would like be like, and look, man, there's people out there who want to destroy this country, and that's why you go into this whole thing about like it's not about race. Okay, I don't care if you're green, I don't care if you're blue, and it pops back into your head when you're dealing with the frog stompers, and you're like, you know what, am I gonna make a liar of myself? I don't fucking think so. And honestly, dude,
God, I hate this.
it doesn't matter that these guys are blue and green, especially the drummer Skeeter. He's
They
kind of like a
they
cool
suck
guy.
either way.
So
They
you're hanging
sound
out.
like the fucking worst band alive.
So you're um you're hanging out one day uh in Green Tower Apartments, and you hear like commotion next door. Not from where the frog
Okay.
stompers are, but the other side. And you kind of like go out into the hallway, and there's this guy there. He's like, "Oh hey, I'm your new neighbor. I'm moving in." He he's like, "Yeah, it's just me. I live here alone with my dog and my cat, but it's nice to meet you." He sticks out his hand. He goes, "The name's John." You look down, you see that he has like a yellow dog and just a fat fucking orange cat next to him.
Nice. God damn
You
it,
shake,
Pat.
you shake his hand.
What day of the week is this?
Sunday.
Yeah, I'd shake his hand.
You shake his hand. Nothing happens. You reach down and you kind of like scratch his dog. You scratch the cat. He goes, "Oh man, good thing it's Sunday. Otherwise, whew, you'd be missing a finger or two, my friend." Anyway, uh, nice to meet you.
Hey,
Let
John,
me
what's your
know.
last name?
He goes, "My last name is Arbuckle." He goes, anyway, come over later if you want for dinner. We're going to be making lasagna, the cat's favorite. Closes the door.
What's next?
So you close it like after
God
he
damn
like
it.
goes into his apartment. You walk back into yours, and you're setting up some gigs for the Frog Stompers. Your next gig that you have them playing is going to be at a Shoney's.
Okay.
Yeah, it's this.
That one feels like it's more for me than anybody.
Well, you do have a Shoney's gift card, but you're like, but you tell yourself this. That's not why I'm booking them for this. That's not why I'm
Yeah.
booking them for this.
Yeah.
But like, it's almost like you can physically feel the card in your wallet.
Probably excited to use it.
There's like a knock on your door. What do you do?
I look through the people.
You you look through the peephole and there's this guy standing there. He appears to be in his like probably like late 40s or so. He has like a little silver in his hair just by his like temples, but like nothing, the rest of his hair is brown. Next to him is a woman who you can only assume is his wife. She's got like blonde hair.
Yeah.
Do you answer the door?
Yeah. I crack it open.
They go. He goes, "Oh, hello, Aaron. My name is Mr. Richards, and we're moving across the hall. Just wanted to say hello, introduce ourselves, and see if
How
you
did he
had any
know my
sugar."
name?
He's like, "Oh, the landlord told us." And like you look at his wife, and
You
for a
need sugar?
second, yeah, and like for a second, it's almost like you can't see her, like she turns invisible for like just a second.
God damn it,
He's
Pat. A lot of people moving into this building lately.
Yeah, and so
A
you
lot of
go
new
like,
people coming into my life.
and when you're like, "Yeah, I've got some sugar in here. You can have some for sure." He like it's kind of weird. He like stretches in, his arm goes super far, and he grabs it and brings it back, and he goes, "Yeah, well, you'll have to meet the rest of the family later. My brother-in-law Johnny, bit of a hothead, and our friend Ben, who's he's kind of a grump. I got to be honest with you." He
Yeah.
smiles at you, and his smile like stretches. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
His wife has disappeared again. He's like, "All right, good to
God
meet you."
damn it. Where does she
They
go?
they go across the hallway. They enter their apartment. That night, you go to sleep and you dream. In this dream, you're sort of in like a dark room, like a dark space. You know what I mean? And then in front of you, and you're kind of like, well, what the fuck is going on? Like it's the darkest you've ever seen. In front of you, you see like a door. And the reason that you can see the door is that there's a light on behind the door, but you can see it through like the cracks. You know what I mean? So it's almost like a
Yeah.
door of light, the outline of a door, and it has like,
Okay.
and it looks old, dude, old as fuck. You open it up, and for a second, you're like blinded. But when you open your
What?
eyes, suddenly you're in a world where you can see grass and trees and like the sun and stuff like that, but they're all very like cartoon like. Like you feel like you're just walking through like a living cartoon. But then sometimes when you look at your surroundings, they look like super realistic. You know what I mean? Almost like a like a CGI type of thing, and then sometimes it looks
Okay.
like you're in like a comic strip or like a comic book or something like that. It kind of like depending on how you squint your eyes, the landscape changes.
Okay.
From over your shoulder, you hear like, "Pardon me, Aaron," and like you kind of
Do
go
I still look human or do I look like a cartoon version of myself?
cartoon version of yourself.
God damn it.
Unless you
God
squ-
damn it.
unless you squint your eyes in a certain way, then you have like robot arms, and you're like, "What?" So from behind you, you hear someone be like, "Excuse me, Aaron." And you go, "Huh?" And you turn around, and standing there is this dude. He is like he's wearing like a what do you call is like a space suit, you know what I mean, over his head, the fucking helmet,
Okay.
an
The helmet.
astronaut helmet. Yeah, an astronaut helmet.
Okay.
And it's like jet fucking black. The rest of his outfit, um, he's dressed like fairly normal, but he's wearing the astronaut helmet that's like fully blacked out over his face, and he goes, "Hello, Aaron. Welcome to the Imaginarium."
God damn it.
A bunch of like cartoon birds like fly past you, and they all go, "Hi, Aaron!" at the same time.
I hate this.
He
Hate
goes,
this.
he goes, "All right, Aaron. My name is um Zelulon, and I'm a fictional character." He's like this kid in Alabama, uh, Ryan Jones. He wrote this book, and I'm a character in it. So technically, in your dimension, I'm not real, but here in the Imaginarium, a bunch of like a herd of deer run past you. They all go, "Hi, Aaron," as they run past you.
Nope.
They just smile. He goes, "But in the Imaginarium, I live." He goes, "Aaron, I know this probably seems like a lot to take in, but you can't help but notice that some pretty strange things have been happening lately in your apartment." He goes, "Well, I'm here
Yeah,
to
there's all these
explain that."
cartoon characters everywhere. What the fuck is going on? Why am I a cartoon man right now?
He goes, "Because you're inside the
Yeah,
Imaginarium."
but I don't want to be inside the Imaginarium. I don't know what
Like
I did to fucking get in here.
you see a plastic like doll head with wings attached to the side of its head fly past, and it goes, "Hi, Aaron," and like keeps going. So he goes on to explain that this is the Imaginarium is a place where fictional characters live, and he tells you that it's starting to leak over into the real world. So he's like, so that's why those guys who look just like the cast of Doug are there. The Fantastic Four, they've moved across the street or across the hallway or whatever. He's like, anything that's fictional, anything that's been like invented for like a story, like they all live here in the Imaginarium. You look down, the grass,
What the fuck am I doing here?
several
I'm a
blades of
real
grass
human.
have eyes, and they go, "Hello, Aaron." And so he's like, the reason that you're here is because you're next to this leak, the leak of the imaginary. The world of fiction is starting to leak into Green Tower Apartments. And he goes, "You are the epicenter of it, Aaron." He goes, that's the only reason that you can even survive here. Most people from the real world, when they come here, if they come here, they just go completely insane. But he goes, "But you've just been exposed to this um, so often and at a rate that's somewhat unprecedented that I guess maybe you must have some kind of immunity. I don't know. All I know, Aaron, is that we need your help." He goes, "The reason that there's a leak between the worlds is that the Lanalax Corporation is looking to destroy all fiction. They're looking to destroy all imagination." He goes,
The
"Only
fuck does that
you."
have to do with my fucking apartment?
He goes, that's what the leak is.
right? Y- Yeah, but you act like these guys are just leaking over. No, they're like filling out rental applications. They're gonna have to show like proof of income. Like they're moving in. They're living lives in the real world.
He's like,
These three
yeah.
guys started a fucking band and they're playing at a pizza shop. Like, this isn't just a leak. These guys are coming over here.
He goes, I gotta tell you, Aaron, I gotta be honest with you, that band fucking sucks.
Yeah, they're fucking awful. I know it. Well, you know it. Everybody knows it.
He goes, Aaron, it seems like you're the only one who can help us. The only one who can stop the Lanalax Corporation and their destruction of the
What do you want me to
imaginary.
do? What do you want? You should really be calling my landlord. This seems like a maintenance issue more than like something having to do with me specifically.
he, he opens up his hand, and in his hand is a single black bean. It's the exact same shade of black as his blacked out astronaut helmet. He goes, we need you to get into the Lanalax Corporation and bury this bean there. He goes, we'll take care of the rest. Don't worry.
What do you fucking mean? You want me to break into a building and bury a bean somewhere? Like this place is gonna have tile floors. It's gonna have concrete. Where am I gonna bury a goddamn bean? What the
Suddenly
fuck?
things
Where am I supposed to put this bean?
suddenly things start to like fade, and he's like, "Oh no, our time here is up." He goes, "Aaron, you have to," and then like you wake up. You just like sit upright in bed,
I don't
and
like this.
you are at attention if you know what I'm saying.
My dick's hard from sleeping. I have a sleep boner.
Your phone rings. You look down. The call ID is like a bright red L. What do you do?
Fucking answer it. God, I hate this.
You hear this voice go, "Oh hey Aaron, this is Raphael from the Lanalax Corporation. Do you have a minute?"
I go, Raphael, huh?
He goes, "Yep, Raphael." He goes, "No relation to the turtle." Boy, wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't it, Aaron?
Yeah, what do you're calling me in an hour of sleep. What do you want?
He's like, "Aaron, we know you have the bean. We know about the leak." He goes, "Look, this is probably like weirding you out a lot, right? These fictional characters
Yeah,
showing up."
yeah. And they're telling me it's your fucking fault. They're telling me you guys are the ones doing this. What the
He
fuck is happening?
he goes, "Now, that's not entirely true." He goes, "Look, all you have to do, come on downtown, just give us the bean. We'll make all of those fictional characters go away. No more Doug Funny. You'll never have to hang out with, Reed Richards and his invisible wife again. Not to mention, John Arbuckle and his fat ass cat." He goes, "Don't you want things to go back to normal, Aaron?"
It's all that I want. I don't want to be the manager of this fucking terrible band. I don't ever want to have to hear them play music again to an empty pizza restaurant. Like, I don't want any of this. I don't want to have to meet fucking the thing or whatever. I don't want to have to, I don't want any of this.
Yeah. He's like, "Oh boy, are we glad to hear that?" He's like, "Yep. So come on downtown. Or we could send someone if that's better."
I go, no, I want to make sure this is done and over with. I said, I'll bring it to you.
He's like, "Cool, man. Yeah, maybe like maybe this afternoon."
Yeah, Fine.
He's like,
As long
looking
as like
for,
I bring it to him and it's done.
he goes, absolutely, it's done.
Fine.
So you jump in your car,
Before
drive.
I do that,
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull a black bean out of a bag from my pantry, and I'm
Mhm.
gonna keep the fake black or the real non-magical black bean in my left pocket and the magical one in my right pocket.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go down there. I'm gonna have a backup in case I feel like I want to change my mind.
Okay. So you head downtown. Before you do that though, you're as you like leave your apartment, you see like this guy walking towards you. He's like this like really like clearly well-to-do rich fucking guy. He's got one of those like top
Yeah,
hat things on. He's got like a cane and like he's wearing this like jacket and there's like gold coins like spilling out of them as he walks. He's got his three nephews with him. He's like,
yeah.
"Get the door, Huey!" Like they run and they like Huey holds the door. He like walks past you. He doesn't even look at you. This guy's a fucking snob, dude. Old money
But he
snob.
stinks. You know how
So,
you know how if you handle a bunch of pennies, your hands smell bad.
yep,
I mean, that guy just stinks of money.
yeah. You walk past him and you can like practically taste on the air the coldest, hardest cash that you've ever tasted in your fucking life. One of his nephews looks up at you, and they all kind of have like weird voices, but he goes like, "Hi, Mister," and the guy goes like, "Louis, don't talk to him." And like you just keep walking, and you're like, "Oh, new people moving in or whatever." So you
Yeah,
go
yeah,
downtown. You go to the Lands Corporation. They have like an office downtown. Um, you walk in, and there's this woman standing there. She's wearing like a like a women's business suit. You know what I mean?
yeah.
She smiles as you walk in. She's like, "Aaron, hi. My name is uh, Kendra. I am the head of the mythology and folklore division of the Lanalax Corporation. Um, come to my office." Takes you into her office. Sit down. She's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, so Aaron, did you go ahead and bring that dream bean with you?"
So yes, I did. So before I turn it over to you, I want to know what's going to happen to all of creativity. What's going to happen to these characters? Are you going to wipe them out?
She laughs. She's like, "No, not at all." She goes, "Look, you've been given some very, very, very incorrect information. Like that guy that you were talking to, he's a disgruntled
Yeah,
employee of the Lanalax Corporation, and so he has like escaped with the Phoenix Bean, and he's trying to trick you into like getting back at his old employers." She's like, "Make no
okay,
mistake,
but
the imaginary world is real. The Imaginarium is real. But that guy, he's not really part of it. I mean, what did he tell you? That he?"
he told us that you guys are causing the rift and that your end goal is to get rid of all imagination.
She's
What do
like,
you say?
she goes, "Aaron, I don't even understand how we could possibly do that. I don't understand how anyone could."
Well, I don't understand why you want a fucking bean to end this thing, but you sure seem like you do.
She goes, "Oh well, so that the bean is something that we were working on here. It's actually Lanalax property of the Lanalax Corporation, the Phoenix Bean, and so I really appreciate you coming down with it."
I look around her office and I'm looking for a potted plant. Is there one in her office?
There's like a small like bonsai tree.
Okay. I don't think I want to go to the bonsai route. Did I notice any other potted like any other like interior landscaping
Yeah,
plants?
there's like some black roses.
Ficus. They have like a hedge of roses
Black roses, yeah.
or like a bush. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, I don't want to get near roses because they got thorns. Is there just
they
like
do.
is there just like a tree that I could just pop this bean underground?
So when you're thinking that,
So
you're kind of weirded out, so you don't really know what the move is. But you look over, and next outside of the open window, there's like, you know, bunch of fucking vegetation, you know?
they said bury it, which implies it's got to be underground. I'm not just gonna
Hmm.
drop this fucking bean out the window and hope for the best. I want to find a plant to bury it in.
Sure. So,
I would take the fake bean out
uh,
and I would put it on the table and I go, here's your bean. I go, I'm getting out of here. I don't want to, I'm done with this. And then I turn to leave. And I leave. And I look for like, I don't know, some kind of potted tree or something to bury this bean under, or if I think I can get outside and do it outside on the grounds, I'll just do it there.
yeah. So you go like, all right, well, I'm out of here, like I'm done. And she's like, she like picks up the bean and looks at it, and she's like, phew, breathes a sigh of relief, and she's like, thank you, Aaron. Puts it down, and then she goes, all right, well, we appreciate you coming down here as a token of our thank you. Here is a $200 gift card to the Darden Family Restaurant Group. And you
Great.
look at it,
I'm going that
and it's,
day.
yeah. And so she's like, bye, Aaron. And so, like, you leave, you go outside. Where would you bury the bean?
At the first available opportunity. Well, I don't know. They just said bury it. They didn't say it had to be in a specific place. They gave no instruction. So I'm just gonna like go outside and I'm gonna step off of like the sidewalk and just I'm gonna go a hole in the ground with my finger and I'm gonna drop it in and I'm gonna cover it up.
Yeah. So,
The first chance I get, or like under a bed of mulch or something.
yeah. So you walk away from the Lanalax Corporation, and you just like you walk around the corner. You're kind of like you still are like I don't really know about these guys. You don't want them to see what you're doing, you know. So you go around the corner
Yeah,
and you actually see like next to like a park like a bunch of mulch. So like you walk over, you take that fucking bean, you dig a respectable little hole for it, you know, and you drop it, cover the hole in, and you look down at it, and you're kind of like, well, a bean needs water, and you got to pee pretty bad, my friend. So,
I'm not gonna piss on it. I'm not gonna take my dick out in public and piss. Like you don't water plants with piss. Yeah.
we'll know, but you're like in a secluded part of the
It's
park.
mulch. It's gonna be like a moist, environment. It's
But
mulch. That's like it's meant to retain water. I'm not pissing on this thing. I'm not pulling my dick out.
so you got to pee really bad, but you think to yourself,
I'll
like,
go
you're like,
back
you know what?
inside.
Yeah, you're like, you know what? I'm not going to do this thing where I piss on the mulch or like whatever. But, and you kind of look up and you see that there's like a, next to an Applebee's, there's a store that just says free bathrooms. And you're like, what are the odds? And you walk across the street, and before you can open the door to the free bathrooms, you hear from behind you like a squawking noise. And you're like, what? And you turn around, and coming out of the mulch is this like gigantic bird made out of fire. And like it comes out of it and it's squawking, and you're like, what the fuck? And it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until it destroys the entire world. It sets it on
Jesus
fire
Christ.
with this celestial fire.
What?
The phoenix, it burst out of that egg, out of the bean after
What
you
the
planted it.
fuck?
The guy was lying. So
Fuck the Phoenix
you
bean?
yeah. So the phoenix is birthed on Earth, and it like engulfs it in its flame, and every single
Great.
person, and
I die
so
quick.
you die, yeah, you do die pretty quick, And there's no like it's the world is destroyed and the moon so thoroughly that and the sun of course that there is no evidence that there was ever any kind of life anywhere in that part of the universe. Everything has just been
That
like
sucks.
vaporized by the phoenix. Yeah.
Well, oh well.
That you release onto the the earth. It flies to the next solar
What do
system
you
and
want me to
destroys
do?
it. You've
What do you
unleashed
want me to do?
it flies around the universe and destroys every single star it can find. It just like sucks the energy from it until the universe is cold and dark.
All right. I'm long dead. Fuck this. This sucked.